If you've ever rented out a property, you know how important it is to find great tenants. Most renters out there are just looking for a place to call home, but let's be honest, there's always that small group who make things a lot more complicated. Today, I want to talk about tenant lies, scams, what to watch for, and how to make sure you're not left dealing with months of headaches or unpaid rent. Let's start with one of the biggest red flags: fake income information. Some applicants get creative with Photoshop, doctoring pay stubs or job letters from companies that don't actually exist. Sometimes, the boss they list as a reference is really just their best friend, ready to pick up the phone and play along. Here's my tip: never skip the verification search. Is there a company website? Is the employee listed? Did you speak with HR and confirm it's actually HR? Just 5 minutes could save you a fortune in missed rent. Next up, inflated or totally fictional references. Have you ever noticed how every former landlord is suddenly unavailable or a little too eager to sing their praises? If you find yourself talking to a suspiciously enthusiastic ex-landlord or one who's oddly available at all hours, take a step back. Dig a layer deeper. I always Google landlord names and cross-check property records if available. Consider asking the landlord for the reference at a fictitious address to see if they catch it. You'd be surprised how often the reference is actually a cousin or a former roommate. Credit reports are another favorite playground for scammers. Some applicants submit old reports, conveniently leaving out recent problems like unpaid bills or evictions. Others blame ex-partners, identity theft, or mysterious errors for every blemish. Sure, mistakes happen, but if you see a pattern, trust your gut and your process. Always pull your own credit report and get the full report, not just the credit score. You want to know how they pay their bills, and if there are some that just don't get paid. Here's a sneakier one: misrepresenting who's actually going to live in your place. You rent to one person, and suddenly a small crowd, and maybe a few pets, move in. This means more wear and tear, higher utilities, and sometimes complaints from the neighbors. That's why I always clarify occupancy from the start. Explain, you need to know all occupants and have a fire plan completed to ensure everyone is accounted for if an emergency occurs. There is little you can do if the tenant moves a whole army in, short of legal overcrowding, so check social media and ask questions in advance. And watch out for the rush and pressure move. Scammers love to create a sense of urgency, offering extra cash up front or asking you to skip steps because they need a place now. My advice? If someone's pushing you to decide fast, slow down twice as much. One last thing: partial truths. The little lies that are not quite scams. Maybe an applicant says, "I've never been evicted," but leaves out a cash for keys deal or a pending eviction. Always ask follow-up questions and get everything in writing. The bottom line: don't assume everyone's out to get you, but be ready to verify. Clear application processes and steady due diligence protect both you and the tenants who really do just want a great place to live. In the end, a little caution now will save you a world of stress later.